So right now it's 9:01. So I'm ready anytime. Whenever you're
Yeah,
ready.
we are just waiting for another 2-3 minutes, sir. Actually, the Dr. Ankur is handling YouTube also because we'll be going live on YouTube also.
Sir, I think we are ready for that. Everything is okay now.
We have 51 participants. Are we expecting some more?
Yes, sir. There will be some more participants.
Should I wait for another 2-3 minutes?
Sir,
Number of participants is increasing per
availability you
second.
can manage.
So, Dr. Beck, you are also the follower of that branch. I have heard once, Nichiren Daishonin in Buddhism.
I'm sorry, can you repeat again, please?
Yeah, I heard once, I attended some meetings of the followers of Nichiren Daishonin. This is the same branch of Buddhism, or is it something different?
In Vietnamese Buddhism, there are Theravada and there is Mahayana, and it's also a combination of the Tibet Buddhism as well. So Vietnamese Buddhism is combination of the three different branches, and that's make it unique. Yeah.
Okay.
Doctor, I think we can start. And
Okay, so formally, I will welcome Dr. Beck, and then I will hand over the session to the Dr. Beck. So this will be the order, sir. A very good morning to one and all present here, and good night to our speaker as he is currently in USA. On behalf of Sharda University, myself, Dr. Arun Prakash Agrawal, a member of the organizing committee of this event, welcome you all. Sharda University is a leading educational institution and a venture of the renowned Sharda Group of institutions. The name of the university, Sharda, is synonymous to the goddess of knowledge and learning, Saraswati. The university has established itself as a high-quality education provider with prime focus on holistic learning and imbibing competitive abilities in students. The university feels pride in being the only multidisciplinary campus in the Delhi NCR, and it is spread over across 63 acres and equipped with world-class facilities. Sharda University promises to become one of the India's leading universities with an acknowledged reputation for excellence in research and teaching. With its outstanding faculty, world-class teaching standards, and innovative academic programs, Sharda intends to set a new benchmark in the Indian education system. First of all, allow me to congratulate the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sharda University, for allowing us to organize such an international event. This would have not been possible without continuous guidance and support by our Dean, who is none other than Dr. Parmanand Ast, and HOD of Computer Science and Engineering Department, Dr. Nitin Rakesh. My sincere thanks to both of you, sir. And it would be wrong on my part if I do not mention my fellow organizers, Dr. Ankur Chaudhary, Dr. Gaurav Raj, Dr. Vishal Jain, Ms. Rani Astya, and Mr. Abhishek Singh Verma. And I thank them for their active involvement in organizing this event. I would also like to thank the participants of this event for registering themselves, as no event can be conducted without active participation of the audience. Let me now take this opportunity to formally welcome and introduce our guest today, who is none other than Dr. P. Zuan Beck. Currently, he is working with Mira Loma High, Sacramento, California, USA since August 2002. Mira Loma Mira Loma is a high school in Sacramento, California, and Dr. P. Beck teaches chemistry and honors chemistry there. He is also a lifelong learner and mindfulness practitioner. He is also a student of the Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh and other Buddhist teachers. He has been teaching mindful leadership and mindfulness in the classroom to educators in California since 2014, and he teaches classes for teacher preparation programs. He has been a professional development presenter with the CTA NXB Hongju Sacramento United Buddhist Foundation. He did his Doctor of Education in Leadership and Management in 2014 from Drexel University. And he has so far taught around 50 different courses and has 10 papers to his credit. And today he's going to share his thoughts with us on the topic of the art of living mindfully. With these words, may I now request Dr. Beck to kindly take over and address the audience. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Arun, for a very kind introduction. And thank you, Dr. Vessel, for the opportunity to present, to share with you, the staff, and the student, some of my practices. And so I'm going to do that. But before we begin, I would like for us to do is just take like one moment, just calm down, relax, and we kind of like take 10 deep breath. And to go back to ourselves. So when you hear the sound of the bell, just take about 10 deep breaths in your nose and out your mouth slowly, 10 deep breaths. And by doing so, you can quietly pray for the people who are dying due to COVID and elsewhere in India, in Vietnam, in USA, and many places. So let's try to practice and get this peaceful energy to the people who need it, include us. So close your eyes if you like, but take 10 deep breaths. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to go over my PowerPoint presentation really quick, and after that, we're going to emphasize a lot on the practices. Okay. So here's my PowerPoint presentation. Let me share with you. Okay. All right. So, okay. So we're going to talk about the art of living mindfully, and it's basically mindfulness is the emphasis. And that is my email, fairxbox@gmail.com, and my contact information on social media. And one of the things I believe is happy teachers will change the world. And that's one of the mentality. And when you live in mindfulness, it's basically, you have to practice. You have to lead by example. You cannot give something that you don't have. So in order for you to, to function as a staff at university, as a student, you need to be aware that we are educators. And our job as educators, we can transform many generations. I remember my master teacher saying that if a doctor and a dentist, he or she make a mistake, he kill only one person. But as an educator like us, if we make mistake, we kill a whole generation. So whatever that we do, we have to recognize that, the importance of why we're here. And as the mindset of an engineer, you have to think about effectively and efficiency. And that is the key. So deep down in life, why we practice mindfulness? What's the art of living mindfully? Well, so that we can be happy. At this point in your life, you should ask yourself, what makes you happy? And you focus on your time and the energy on what makes you happy. And based on research, these are 10 specific ways that you can be happy. Spend more time with your families and friends. Move closer to work is one of them. Go outside. Okay, go outside. The cooler temperature is a little better. All right. But again, go to the nature, do hiking, do all this. Sleep more. Research say important that we need to respect our sleep. And if we don't have enough sleep, we get cranky. So important that you need to respect the sleep. Our body need average about 6 to 8 hours per day. That is important. Exercise. And that is, you need to take care of yourself physically, and that is very important. But besides physically, you have to prepare yourself mentally and spiritually as well. That's why meditation to rewire your brain is also one way to make you happy. And that's the focus of today. But also the other ways, believe it or not, but practice mindfulness. And mindfulness or practice including your smiles. So when you smile, you are very happy, right? The smile is like a V, very happy. And if you do not happy, it's upside down, it's like anguish. Helping others also make you happy. Practice gratitude and appreciation. And based on research, they increase your productivity up to 17%. Plan a trip. A lot of time that my student, and include my families, we plan a trip almost every month. If you can, once a year. But but you don't have to take it if you don't want to. But right now, today, you can literally do it virtually. And the next one is meditation, okay, mindfulness, and that's very important. All this is to make you happy. Right. So what is mindfulness? Basically, well, you need to recognize that mindfulness is awareness that increase by practicing pay attention on purpose at this present moment without any judgment whatsoever. And with the focus on awareness, mindfulness, they build the skill set to navigate all the experiences that we are living in the here and the now. Because yesterday color history and tomorrow mystery, and today is the gift. And that is the one that you need to focus on. So what is exactly mindfulness, you might ask? So let me share with you the quick video on what is mindfulness.
You may have heard this word mindfulness. It's become something of a buzz phrase of late. I'm going to give you one simple, serviceable definition, which is this. Mindfulness is the ability to know what's happening in your head at any given moment without getting carried away by it. Imagine how useful this could be. Just as an example, driving down the road and somebody cuts you off in traffic. How do you normally react? I think most of us, we normally react by having a thought, which is, I'm pissed. And then what happens next? You immediately, habitually, reflexively inhabit that thought. You actually become pissed. There's no buffer between the stimulus and your reaction. With just a little bit of mindfulness, in that same situation, you might notice my chest is buzzing, my ears are turning red, I'm having a starburst of self-righteous thoughts, I'm getting angry. But you don't necessarily have to act on it and chase that person down the road, screaming at them with your kids in the back of the car thinking you've gone nuts. Now, you might be thinking, don't I need to get angry sometimes? Aren't I justified? I would say yes, but probably not as much as you think. The proposition here is not that you should be rendered by mindfulness into some lifeless, non-judgmental blob. The proposition is that you should learn how to respond wisely to things that happen to you rather than just reacting blindly. And that, my friends, is a superpower. How do you get it? The way to get it is through meditation. I believe that meditation and mindfulness are the next big public health revolution. In the 1940s, if you told somebody you were going running, they would have said, who's chasing you? But then what happened next? The scientists swooped in, they showed that physical exercise is really good for you. And now all of us do it. And if we don't, we feel guilty about it. And that's where I think we're headed with mindfulness and meditation. It's going to join the pantheon of no-brainers like brushing your teeth, eating well, and taking the meds your doctor prescribed for you. Let me just close by saying, Mindfulness is not going to solve all of your problems. It's not going to render your life a nonstop parade of unicorns and rainbows. Nonetheless, this is a superpower and one that is accessible by you immediately.
Okay, so so that's a quick introduction of what is mindfulness. And I wonder, a lot of you guys did not have a camera on, so I don't know if you got camera shy or what. What I would like you guys to do is, if you can, I want you guys to do practice with me, okay? So why don't you guys give me your hand really quick. Let's put your hand up. This is one quick mindfulness activities I want you guys to do with me. Okay. All right. So turn on your camera if you can. So this hand right here is a, you know, I want to focus on practice. So mindfulness is go back to your anchor. Your anchor in this case right here, breathing. So during this section, if you get too boring or whatever it is, remember your emotion, they are like your guests. They will come and they will go. You cannot control anybody else's emotion, the way he talk or think. The only person you can control yourself is you. So you go back to your anchor. And this is how you go back to your anchor. This is your fingers and take 5 deep breaths. This is how you do it. You can put the other hand in here and you trace it, breathe in and breathe out. You trace your finger, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and out. So whatever the circumstances is, I don't want you guys to be reactive, but go back to your anchor, take a deep breath, and then be responsive to the situation rather than be reactive. And that is the key. So now you know a little bit about mindfulness. And so why mindfulness important? And the reason for that is a very powerful way to handle stress. Everybody has stress in life, okay? And you live life more meaningful and you're more complete when you know exactly who you are, what you're doing exactly at every single moment in your life. So mindfulness is the energy of presence at this present moment without judgment whatsoever. You look things the way it is with the altitude of kindness and compassion. And the compassion is the ability for you to love yourself as well as other people, to ease their suffering, but also to bring joy to them. So mindfulness is also the skill set, not only give the adult, but the student, the tool to control their difficult emotion. And many students are literally have issue on that. So I'm going to show you a quick video about teenagers nowadays.
Before I tried mindfulness, I felt threatened all the time.
Really disillusioned with life.
Confused.
Tired, stressed, frustrated.
Scattered all over the place.
Wow. Anxiety over the future. Worried. It was kind of taking over my life. I tried mindfulness concerned with the future and what my day was going to look like tomorrow and everything that was happening.
My life was always about what happened in the past and what's going to happen in the future. So by doing mindfulness, I live much more in the now. It is just a different approach to life.
We all experience difficult challenges in our life, like stress, pain, and depression. Mindfulness can give us resilience to rise above those challenges and live life more fully. Mindfulness is a particular type of meditation where we bring our awareness to the present moment. We can let go of the past, let go of the future, live life more fully, more joyfully.
We all are too busy. I think it's a thing that everybody's just so busy all the time right now.
You always have something that you have to do, or you're always going towards a certain goal. And mindfulness is just taking a moment to look at your life without any expectations.
Take time for yourself rather than getting carried off in all the daily activities that you have.
Mindfulness can be practiced by anyone, no matter what your religion, your age, or your background. We don't have to wait until we have time to do like a formal sitting meditation to practice mindfulness. We can bring that same mindful awareness to any activity that we're doing through our daily lives. So walking can be a meditation, eating our lunch, brushing our teeth, being creative, painting, writing, or playing music can get us deeply in touch with the present moment. Mindfulness is available anytime, anywhere.
It's a tool and skill that you can use for the rest of your life, and it's easy through simple daily or not daily exercises.
It just keeps us all just calm and present, and I think that that's healthy for anybody.
It can be beneficial for everyone, and you just have to go into it overnight and take everything slowly instead of trying to get through like quickly and do as much as I can, as fast as I can do it. Instead, just enjoy everything you do and maybe look at life from a more positive perspective.
So I really invite you all to try it, to experience it, and to see for yourself how mindfulness might be able to affect and transform your own life.
Okay. So that is one of the reasons why it's important that we need to learn this kind of skill set. And basically also based on research, the mindfulness, they are literally enhance the student as well as anyone the ability to self-control, self-regulate, and they show significant improve in executive functioning skills, and they also significantly reduce aggression and social issues that the student that dealing with nowadays. And on the teacher perspective, then they improve the classroom behavior and student more engaged, more self-control, and they are caring and respect not only for themselves, but for other people as well. Okay, so the impact of mindfulness, these are based on research. And again, if you focus attention on extended period of time, distraction, disturb, focus, less frequency, these are executive function. And what they do is basically the increase in the activities of your, the thickness of your brain, basically. And this is how they wire your brain, basically. Okay, and they enhance awareness of your body, your mind, and basically you also less prone to emotional and behavioral outbursts. And there are about 200 universities around the world doing research and teaching mindfulness. Here as my hometowns, there are Sac State, there are near UC Berkeley, there's Stanford, UCLA, MIT, Harvard. All these many schools, they practice mindfulness and teaching as well as doing research. So this is based on research. And here's some of the benefits. Okay, they reduce the stress, they increase the morality, you increase in the working memories, you are more focused, you increase your immune function, and overall your well-being also improve. And they decrease your mind wandering around. In some research, they actually decrease your heart rate, and they decrease your blood pressure as well. They also increase in your empathy, sympathy, and compassion. And so there are many important benefits of practice mindfulness. Here's one of the studies that at the organization that I am with, I'm teaching for them. And they do a research based on the student. And they found that many fascinating things. So for example, there are 23% increase in their learning skill, 9% improve in their attitude toward themselves, other people, and school. And they also improve pro-social behavior. And they also, there are 9% reduction in the problems behavior. And everybody is emotional distress, they stress out. And practicing mindfulness, they decrease 10%, okay? And the score testing in math and science and reading, they increase about 11%. All right. So one of the other way I believe beside meditation and yoga, this is the wonderful gift that India gives to the world, okay? And besides practicing, meditation, mindfulness, yoga is also the way to go. And this is a wonderful gift that India gives to the whole world, because it is the union between the physical state, your mental, and the spiritual practice. And there are many research on this already. It's a body, it's a mind, and the intellect. It's important that you need to focus on this. And the taser is already within, right? And the taser is already within. So all we have to do is practice, practice, and practice. Okay. And these are some of the benefits of yoga. You already know. I don't have to preach to you on that. But they improve your strength, your balance, your flexibility. They help lower the back pain. And there are many benefits that I don't want to read here. But overall, you recognize that include the U.S. armies and military. They are practicing yoga as well as mindfulness and meditation, and these are so values to people around the world. Okay, so now go back to the practice of mindfulness, and this is something I would like you guys to do. Okay, first, just breathe. Doesn't matter what kind of situation. I would like you guys to do is first, just breathe. The first represent for your fist. So when you get angry or mad, you really I'm going to punch somebody, right? So what you want to do is you want to relax in it. So just like you're breathing in, okay? So just relax your fist, because when you're about to punch somebody, go back to your ankle, breathe in and out. And that's something you can practice, okay? You can do that really quick. Your hand, pretend your hand in your lung. Okay, breathe in.
Chinese बोल रही है कि स्पीकर को इन्होंने पकड़ा है.
Breathe in.
Let me just tell you ये.
Out.
ये
Okay.
जो वाले art of living करके कोई art of living.
Okay, so look like somebody talking. All right, so it's important that your fist, you relax your fist. The next one is relax your jaw. Your jaw, when you get angry or mad, your jaw will tense up. Okay, so what you want to do is relax your fist first, relax your jaw, practice a little fake smile. Okay, so that's important. And the last one is relax your body. And relax your body is by go back and breathing. And that is the anchor. So first, just breathe is a strategy you can use at any single moment, anytime, doesn't matter what circumstances it is. Okay, so when you stress out, relax your fist, relax your jaw, and the B represent for breathe. Take a deep breath in and out. Okay. All right, here is the other strategy when you have the younger kid. And basically, what you can do is you can have the kid say shark fin. And when you do it like this, the kid will pay attention and they call it down. So they represent for 5S. Sit straight, sit still, you're not moving, sit silently, you breathe in softly, and eyes shut. So when I say shark fin, the student like this, and I say breathe in, and you as you move it down, you breathe out. Okay, and take 2 deep breath. So again, same thing, shark fin. Everybody pay attention, quiet, sit down, breathe inhale, and exhale. Move your hand out. And that is one of the other quick activity to get the student focused before they continue. This one is good one if you use for younger kid. Okay, so for the older, like college student, then you say be cool. And be cool, breathing. Okay, cool, calm down, always observe. L is okay, and the last one is love. Whatever you do based on foundation of love. So as a college student, you are stressed out, and stress out affect your body from fatigue to headache to dizziness to ADHD, to anger issues, sometimes even panic. And if you stress out, sometimes you create in your teeth, the tension in your jaw, your heart rate increase, and somebody might get really, really sick, heart disease and stroke, etc. Okay. And that also affect your digestive system, upset your stomach, and sometimes obese or gain weight. So in life, there are many triggers for stress, and you need to recognize that. In USA, 60 to 80% of all related to the care visit are stress related. Okay, and 42% Americans report that they are not have a good night's sleep. Okay, due to stress. So all these are real. All right. So that's why you practice mindfulness. The same thing with compassion fatigue. A lot of time we have a lot of compassion for other people, but once in a while you got fatigue, and that's the burnout. So it's important that you take care of yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, so that you can care for the other people. So mindfulness right here, they can be formal or they can be informal. The formal way is sitting meditation, walking meditation. In the informal way, it's just paying attention here and now. First, just breathe, be cool, be validated. I'm going to show you one quick video, really quick, on validation as an informal way to practice mindfulness.
I've talked to nearly 30,000 people on this show, and all 30,000 had one thing in common. They all wanted validation. And if I could reach through this television, sit on your sofa, or sit on a stool in your kitchen right now, I would tell you that every single person you ever will meet shares that common desire. They want to know, do you see me? Do you hear me? Does what I say mean anything to you? Understanding that one principle, that everybody wants to be heard, has allowed me to hold the microphone for you all. It has worked for this platform, and I guarantee you it will work for yours. Try it with your children, with your husband, your wife, your boss, your friends. Validate them. I see you. I hear you. And what you say matters to me.
Okay, so it's very important that you need to learn mindfulness to recognize things around you and within you. And validation is important. So you know that when you teaching with the student, it's important that you need to look at them. You need to take a look and validate them. You see them, you hear them. Their struggle is also your struggle. Their success is also your success. And right now is everybody is basically, we don't see each other because I'm talking to the emptiness right now, literally. And here in the USA, I taught online for more than a year online. And sometimes we zoom out because the fact is we don't see each other. We don't validate each other enough. So on campus, when I walk around and I see, I'm Michael, I put my hand on my heart and acknowledge, hello, Michael. Hello, Dr. Arun. Those are the key that I see you, right? So practice mindfulness. It doesn't have to be the big things. It has to be a little thing that you recognize to have you awareness, focus on the here and the now. Because yesterday is history and tomorrow mystery, today's the gift. And the only present moment we have is for each other. And right now, the most important people to me right now is all of you guys right now. Literally only 3 of you guys that I can see eye to eyes. And the rest of you, there are about 76 of you guys I don't see. So important that you need to connect by validate each other. We understand the student needs, okay? The student struggle is also your struggle. And that's how you succeed at the school, okay? And that's important that you recognize that. All the bigger success come from the tiny success. All the bigger happiness come from the tiny little happiness. So you cultivate little by little every single day. All right, so let me go back to my PowerPoint presentation really quick. So there are formal practice and informal practice, right? And the other component is social emotional learning. Okay, and this is the other skill set that you need to know. There are 5 components of it. Self-management. Like in this country, we have so much freedom. You know, it's about self-discipline, self-management. Responsible in terms of your decision making, relationship skill, interpersonal skill, social awareness, and self-awareness. All these are components that go hand in hand with yoga, with meditation, because education has to be holistically, okay? And you have to use different components. So mindfulness stimulus happen, we are reaction right away, where we are reactive to situation. But with mindfulness, stimulus happen, practice mindfulness and be responsive to situation. And be responsive so that they benefit you and other people in the here, but also in the future. Okay. Victor Frankl, can Dr. Arun, can you read the code for me really quick?
Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our freedom and power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and the freedom. By Professor Viktor Frankl.
Thank you. Viktor Frankl, he is a Holocaust survivor. Okay, and in the prison, he practiced this. But basically, practice mindfulness, they give you that little time and space to make a better choice. So before you punch somebody, take 3 deep breaths in and out. And maybe you let go rather than, punch somebody. Okay. So their stories, I work inside the prison as a volunteer. And the teacher asking the inmate, how long have you serving in this prison? And the hands come up, say, I'm 30 years, 15 years, etc. He added up about 326 years. And he asking the same inmate, how long do it take you to pull that trigger or to kill somebody? And one guy, he say, he planned out A to Z, take him 5 minutes to kill that person. And the other person take him only like 4 seconds to pull the trigger. He added up only about 5 minutes and 26 seconds or so. And he asked him, the things that you reactive take you only less than 6 minutes, but you end up more than 326 years inside prison and counting. And that is the power of being mindfulness, because it doesn't take you that much. So you trigger your anger to do something, stupid. So again, with mindfulness, be responsive to situation rather than be reactive. And when you do that, you develop mindfulness, you develop heartfulness, you intentionally nurture your positive mind. And that state of being, just like heaven or hell, is state of mind, is state of being, right? And when you be able to develop that mindfulness, moment by moment awareness of your thought, of your emotion, of your sensation, that is the beginning of everything. So sometimes quietness is a kind of food for your soul. Solitude, going to the mountain. These are the ways so that you can focus on awareness of your thought, of your emotion, your sensation. And keep in mind, your emotion are not you. Even your thought is not you. All these are temporary. And the mindfulness helps you recognize that. So the art of live mindfully is you develop not only your heart, but also your mind, but also your soul. So it's all about science. And this is based on research again. Mindfulness meditation, the outcome is amazing. We can break down to 3 main categories: cognitive outcome, improve attention, executive function in terms of like your better understanding, your grade for social emotional skill, then you regulate your emotion, behavior better in school, you show more sympathy and empathy, and your social skill. And for your well-being, then reduce the stress, you know, less depression, etc. So this is one of my favorite one. Those that know, do. Those that understand, teach. So the whole point is, if you want to live mindfully, you have to practice. Just like brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth today and you say, okay, I am good for tomorrow, right? So practice mindfulness as well. You have to practice every single day, moment by moment, if you can. And that's the key. Okay, that's like mindfulness is basically the exercise for your brain. And whatever wires, the key files, that is the component. So let me share with you, continue real quick here. All right. So here is the other models that I want you to practice as a college student. This is really powerful. And the first one is peace. P represents for pause. Whatever happened, you stop, you do nothing. You realize that things are difficult and you look at the way it is. Okay, so if you're mad, then I know I'm mad. If you're angry, you know I'm angry. If you're sad, you know I'm sad. But do not be reactive, stop. E represents for exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly. You can do it 3 times. Inhale like this, you hold like this. That's 1 time. Inhale, so exhale, you hold like 2. Inhale, exhale, you hold 3. And bang, let's go. Okay, so exhales. Let's give you the opportunity for you to calm down. A is acknowledge, acceptance, and allows. Acknowledge the situation. Accept the way it is. Okay, and allows things to happen the way it is. And it's okay. Right? And C is basically to choose, would be to respond with compassion for yourself and for other people. You cannot give compassion or love with someone if you don't have compassion for yourself. And C also represents for the clarity, being clear of what you want, what is your limitation, and what are other people's limitation. We are limited to who we are. And what are we responsible for? And do so with courage. Okay, with courage. When no, it's enough, it's enough. Speak the truth and be able to listen to other people. And E, to engage positively. Okay, so this is peace model. So when I say peace in or peace out, this is the 5 steps that you can practice to cultivate mindfulness. Okay, so let's do a quick activity really quick. We do a body scan. So go ahead and sit straight, your back straight if you can. Okay, so I would like you guys to do is pay attention to your breathing. Okay, but you breathe in with your toes. So let's say your feet is flat on the floor. Just relax your shoulder. Okay, see how tense your shoulder is. And if it's too tense, you can breathe in by your shoulder as well. You can do this one with me. Inhale, and exhale. You can do that. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, inhale, exhale. Okay, you might hear the sound from the back, but that's what happens when you sit too long. Okay, now do the opposite. Inhale and exhale. Okay. All right. So anyways, let's relax your body, relax the shoulder a little bit, and I want you to breathe with your toes. So when you're breathing in, you purposely, you lift your toes up, your 5 toes, or your 5 fingers on your knees, doesn't matter which one. Okay, so breathe in. As you breathe out, you put it down. In and out. One more, in and out. So your body scanning, you pay attention from your head to your toes. You can pick, you focus your attention on your head, your forehead, your shoulder, your chest, your stomach, your knees, etc. And you can literally do that. And that's a very quick way, or you can lay it down and do those. All right. Okay. Now, breathing practices, there's a specific way of breathing. Okay, and I'm going to share with you guys a few ways of breathing. All right. Okay, so here's the first one. Okay, so there's breathing, there strategy, there inhales, there exhale. Okay, that's normal. But the other one is the energizing breathing is help you sleep better. So what you do is you inhale and then you exhale. But the next one is you hold it. So normally what I do is you inhale, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you exhale, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can inhale, hold, and exhale. Okay, so you can start out with like you can count to 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, depend on how long is your breathing. But breathing in, you know you're breathing in, and breathing out, you know you're breathing out. And that is one way to get a quick energy back. Okay. All right. The other one is called the box breathing. This is like the trigger your relaxation. Okay. So basically you inhale, and then you hold, you exhale, and you hold, and you inhale again. But purposely there are 3 steps. Okay, just like walking meditation, they are lifting, passing, and placing. Okay, so inhales, hold, exhales, hold, and inhales again. So, and then you do that, you count 1 time, and then you go back, you do one more time, you do 1 to 10. Normally, if you sit in meditation, you count 1 to 100. Believe or not, but that's about 6 minutes of your meditation time. Okay. All right. So anyways, what you want to do is you commit yourself. Okay, every day you need to have a me time. A me time. A me time is basically the time for yourself to take care of yourself emotionally and spiritually. Okay, so do nothing. It can be your me time. So about commit yourself about 2 minutes. Do nothing. Just sit, enjoy your breathing. You can meditate with your ears, listen to the sound around you. And let's take a few deep breaths. 2 minutes is literally only about 18 your breath. That's 2 minutes. Okay. And if you have a very short breathing, it's about 20 to 25. All right. Okay, so you commit to practice. You pick a time to do it before you wake up, or before you go to bed, or before you go to work. Whatever it is, just pick one and do it. Okay, so try to keep it consistent. That's the key. Just like brushing your teeth, you have to do it every single day. So you can walk mindfully from your car to your workplace, from wherever you park to your school, and you can do that. Okay, choose a time to practice. The other one I would like to introduce to you is mindful eating. And I have a friend, the teachers that we taught, and she eat mindful eating, and she lose 20 pounds in only a month by eating very, very slowly. So you choose, just like breathing is the anchor when you sit in meditation. Eating meditation is when you count the bite that you're choosing. So you count 1 into your food. Okay, you count 20 times before you swallow. And the reason that in your vagus nerve, there's a nerve inside your stomach. It takes about 11 minutes to communicate to your brain, say, I am full. But sometimes we eat too fast, too quickly, and that's what happened. Okay, so you need to learn how to eat mindfully. So the best way to do that is eat very slowly. When you eat with your 5 senses, like the Indian food, it's so wonderful because they enhance your 5 different tastes: the sound, the taste, the smells, the texture, the sensation. All that enhance your taste. But we eat too fast, too quickly, we don't enjoy those things. Okay. The next one is I would like you guys to do is, if you can, at your school, practice gratitude or appreciation. And based on research, they say the increase up to 19%. And there are different ways you can express gratitude. The people you may feel and express gratitude in different ways. The past, you recall the positive memories. Be thankful for the elements of the past. The present moment, you do not take them things for granted. And future, maintain the hope, optimistic attitude. Life is all about, how you react to things. Only 10% happen to you, but the other 90% how you react to that. Okay. The other one I would like you guys to practice, if you can, is write a simple thank you note. To show appreciation, then that's increase the productivity of the employees by 50%. As simple as a thank you note. So I challenge you to write love letters, a thank you note for your wife, or your husband, or your boyfriend and girlfriend, or your sibling, to show them that. And that's one way to reestablish the communication. Next one is the gratitude box. You can make it into a box, just like a feedback form. In America, there's a lot of feedback form. How you want to improve things, you make it better and better, is feedback. So same thing in the gratitude box, drop in the things that you're thankful for. And you can check it out during the staff meeting, you read it out loud, so everybody can listen to it. Okay, so you can start with that. All right. So I would like you guys to do it right now is all about practice. So I want you guys to do it, if you can, take out a piece of paper, a pen and pencil, and you write a thank you note to the people that you love or care, or the people who need you to express your enjoyment or your appreciation, or anyone, or your professor, your teachers that make a difference in you, or just, whoever it is. I give you like 30 seconds to think, and 30 seconds to write it down really quick. Write a quick thank you note. Or you can put in the chat if you don't have pen or pencil. So for example, I'm grateful right now for Sharda University to give me the opportunity to share this one with you, right? So you need to share that with other people. Okay, so if you don't do it, that's your homework, all right? Okay, so let me finish it up. I have a few more minutes. All right. So now everything that I share with you guys, so what? Okay, so the next level you're going to check is this. This is the data that you have. All the data you need to put into the action. Okay, so I give you kind of buffet. You check what is best for you, and you can utilize it, a skill set to have you success in life, to be happy in life. But you need to do a so what, and then now what, right? So you make sense of whatever that you are learning, I share with you, and check into action. And again, they have to spread from the within. All the happiness, all the peace, they must come from the inside out. Okay, and that is the practice. Okay. All right. So, so to conclude, one of my motto is you do all the good things that you can, by all the means that you can, in all the ways that you can, at all the time that you can, to all the people that you can, as long as you ever can. By John Wesley, American educator. And when I visit India, it's a beautiful country. The people is amazing, very nice. but there's many situations that also need our help. We can transform many things around us, but in order to transform other people, you have to transform yourself. You transform your thought, your action, your speech, the way that we interact with each other. That is the key, right? Here's some of the resources on teaching mindfulness. I have I put on my blog here that you can use, but all these resources is up here already, and they're in English, they're in Vietnamese, and there are many books that you can read. I have some book here as well, but everything that you need to know about mindfulness and the art of living is right here. Okay, and on my website, even there's stuff that free online materials or resources. Okay, and in here I even had a list of 190 university. They give you free course online, from engineering, everything is for free, from Ivy League school, you know, and these are many schools that you can literally get certificate. It's for free. This is open university, from coding to programming, different kind of things, engineering to computer science, you know, all these classes for free, right? So so many resources on teaching, and here's the references that I have. So are there any comments, any question? Any things that you would like?
Doctor, but can I have a question?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, some obstacles that prevent us to practice awareness, just like hatred, aversion, ignorance. They are human nature. They deep rooted in our mind, and you know, when something happens, people just keep reaction straight away. When they realize that is a bit too late, and sometimes the ego of a person so high that prevent him or her from practicing mindfulness. Sometimes the ego too big, and they want to exert their power on the opponent and prevent them from practicing mindfulness. So what do you recommend for us to get rid of all the defilement deep inside our mind, like the ignorance, the hatred, the anger? Because
Yeah,
only that we cannot, you know, we born with it, and it's deep within our mind, so it's not easy to just practice one day, 1 month to get rid of them. So what is your recommendations? Any other method that can help us to get rid of the thing deep in our mind?
That's a great question. The art of happiness is being able to release gas. And the gas here is 3 things that we call 3 poisonous. They can really kill you. G represents for greedy, A represents for angry, and S represents for stupidity. So if we're able to release those gas, that is one way for you to be happy. The other way to be happy is His Holiness the Dalai Lama. He had a book called The Art of Happiness. It to transform your perspective. That's all this. You know, I mean, if you heard the sound of the bell, if you look at this side, it might be, you know, straight, but if you look up down, it's a route. So you have to look at things on different angle, different perspective. And by doing that, you put yourself in other view situation, you ease it out. You cannot control how you know, other people act or behave, but what you can control is your own emotion only. And remember, your emotion is temporary as well. Other people, they are. So you can do is just practice and practice and practice, and that's the key. So again, just like mindfulness, I told you already, we have to do is continue to cultivate that by practice. Like practice yoga. At first, I don't know how to stand up still, you know, balancedly, but after I practice a while, I'm able to do that. So again, go back, the art of happiness is be able to release that young gas that we have in our body, in our mind. And one of the things about when you go to India or you go to Southeast Asia, when people, they are holding hands together and they bow it out, that's your body and your mind at once, here and now. And when you bow it out, and you learn how to let go of your ego, okay? Not only you are physically, actively, proactively bowing down, then, you know, that's the one way of learning how to let go of your ego, okay? But just release the gas if you can, all right? Thank you, An. Great question. Any other question?
Sir, there is one question from Ms. Juhi. Sir, practically, it is not possible to implement these things in a regular life.
Okay, so I did not see the question, but I assume, can you repeat again?
She sent that question directly to me, that practically it does not work in some situation. Then what to do? While you were teaching the meditation at the time, she wrote that question, sir, in the chat window.
Yes, sometimes again they are not practical because you don't see the values of it. As whatever that you do, you need to understand why we're doing it, and then you understand how, and then the what. For example, why you study to become a teacher, why you want to become an engineering, you know, to understand the why. And then after that, the other component, the how and the what is easy. But you need to understand what is your passion, why you're doing it. So you have to find the relevant to it, okay? But I believe that mindfulness is the energy of cultivating awareness. And when you have awareness, you can see the right from the wrong, okay? You can see things the way it is. So I think you had to search within, okay?
Sir, there is another question from Dr. Gauri Shankar, sir. Is mindful same as consciousness?
No. Okay, the consciousness is, so for example, this is the surface. Okay, this is the subconscious right here. And then let's say this is the seed. If I plant the apple seed, eventually they manifest into the apple trees. So the subconscious right here is like your memories. The memory has two kinds, the short-term memories and the long-term memory. So for example, if you want to teach a concept in engineering, the reason students don't get it because you don't repeat long enough. In order for it to get into long-term memory, you have to repeat the same concept 1,529 times for it to get into long-term memory. So the long-term memories, they are just subconscious, okay? Now, the mindfulness is you recognize it. This is only awareness. You recognize, oh yes, I am happy, I know I'm happy. I'm hungry, I know I'm hungry. This PowerPoint presentation is boring, I know it's boring, you know? So because of the awareness, I can see how the seed that sprout into from the subconscious into manifestation. Okay, but that was different.
And last question. What is the mechanism that breath and mind are related with?
Can you rephrase the question, please?
So what is the mechanism that breath and mind are related with? Again, this is from Dr. Gauri Shankar. Sir, can you please unmute yourself and you can ask? Gauri Shankar, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
My question was, how is both the things, that is the rate of breath and the activity of mind, both of them are related? And what is the mechanism behind this? This is what is my question.
Okay, so the mechanism it is, if you sit down and then if you take a deep breath in, just like this is your deep breath, right? You take breath in, okay, you go all the way from here to there, right? So, okay, take one deep breath in, And the moment you get all the in, it suddenly, that's the beginning of your other breath. So it's kind of like go into a circle. All right. So this is continuous. Your life is like one deep, your life is short of one deep breath. If you breathe in and you don't breathe out, we die, and vice versa. So the mechanism is always in a circle. So normally when I do practice, I inhale, I aware of my inhales, and at the end of the inhales, they continue with the exhales, and vice versa. And sometimes what you do is you go back and be observer of your breathing. So just like, okay, you just do this, and then basically you do is you just feel, and you can hear, you can listen to your body breathing without doing nothing. You observer of your breathing, and you can see that the mechanism is very natural, the inner circle in the same pattern. I hope that I understand your question and answer that correctly.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. And now we have our respected Dean, sir, Professor Parmanand, sir, with us. Sir, can you please unmute your mic, sir?
Good morning. Good morning,
morning,
Professor.
sir.
Good morning.
It's very nice to learn a lot of things from you. And in India, it is very good morning. And in the morning itself, we started learning how to live. And I am sure that the faculty who are around and the students who are around must have learned a lot of things from you. Whenever you come in India, you are most welcome. We are there to give you the complete hospitality, and it will be our pleasure to welcome you in India. Thank you. Thank you for sparing your time and giving the good tips to all our students and the faculties, and giving your expert. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Just want to let you know that here in California, we have so many opportunities for students from India. The reason we're short of engineering in computers, in science, in electricals, and we do need a lot of engineering from your country. So I think this, Shamda University is a great place for you to train the student. And, there's so much opportunity here. But wherever there's a will, there's a way, and I believe that collectively, this is amazing. That you need to take care of yourself, not only physically but also emotionally and mentally. And when you take care of the emotional aspect of it, then you'll be more likely to be successful, because you need to find balance in life. So I really commend that you spend sometimes in your engineering school and learn something about social emotional learning, because education is had to be holistically, and it takes a whole village to raise a student. And I know that we have great India's parents over here. Well, we need engineering because you are so hardworking student. You guys have a mindset that have effective and efficiency, and the willingness to make a difference in your life as well as for other people. So education is the way of make a better life for us and for other people. So all the students here, take care of yourself. The best way to take care of other people is take care of yourself. The best way to take care of the future is take care of the here and the now. So
just to add, you rightly said today's knowledge is also knowledge is important, but the balancing your emotion is very, very important. And that is why at many other places, emotional quotient is being counted now. And in fact, while recruiting the people in industry, they are focusing on these quotient also. So you have rightly said, everybody has to need to balance their emotions. That's rightly said. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And Professor Beck, I would like to convey one more thing. The architect and the thinking of that particular webinar is by the Dean sir only. And he has suggested me your name. Then I approached to you that to invite at the Sharda University. Sir is trying to connect knowledge, technical, and the humanity, all other things in a one thing. That is the mindfulness.
Good. Thank
Yeah.
you, Vishal, also for connecting with the professor.
Yes,
And in due course, you have given a lot of inputs. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And thank you for all the organizing team as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, Professor Beck. And we
Thank
will
you.
meet soon in some other platform. Maybe once you will visit India, you are most welcome at the Sharda University, and we will take care of all the things.
Yes, I will. I will sometimes.
Yeah, it will be our great pleasure to have you, sir.
Thank you so much. And may all you guys be well, and may you all be
Namaste.
happy. Yeah. Namaste.
Thank you,
Professor
Dr.
Michael.
Thank you for the nice presentation. I'm looking forward to hear from you again, Dr. Bhatt.
All right. Thank you. If anything, email me, okay? Anyone.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Okay.
And I request to all participants, I have shared the feedback link in the chat window. All are requested to please fill the feedback form so that we can send you the certificate very soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.